Hi guys, it's Helen here and welcome to day 6 of my springtime series. Now today I have this diddy little milk carton, and inside it holds one Cadbury's cream egg. I'm sure you all know what those look like. Nice and yummy for Easter. So this is an Easter treat box, and I've got these miniature pegs here that you can get in craft stores. And if you're wondering about these eggs here, these aren't actually eggs, they're upside down balloons. And I've got those from the Balloon Adventure, so I've used these 3 here. And I'm going to be making today's project with Pool Party. Now, if you're wondering about the card stuff I used for that, I used Creative Expressions in Wisteria. It's a foundations card, so that's 220 GSM. That's what I used for that, and I used Perfect Plum for my ink. So today we're going to be using Pool Party. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 6.5 by 5. And we're going to do a scoring first in landscape. And your first score line needs to be at 1.5 inches. Don't worry about writing these down. There'll be a project link down below. You can go straight there and get the measurements from there. So 3 inches, 4.5. and 6, and then we turn it 90 degrees, so that's now in portrait, and we score at 1.5, 3.5, just double check, yep, 3.5 and 4.5. There we go, that's all our scoring done. I'm just going to fold everything up together with my bone folder. Now this top line here with the very narrow strip, we're going to fold it the other way because it's going to be folded just like so. It's this bit here, so it folds the other way. Okay, so grab your scissors. We're going to completely remove this section here, so I'm going to taper it here, just like that, and then cut that side completely off. And then I'm going to cut up the sides. These will form the flaps on the bottom, which we're going to glue down completely. So the only way in will be from the top. Okay, so now we're just going to use some fast fuse. You can use some double-sided tape for this as well. So that will be down that strip there. And you fold that over just like that, and then meet it in the centre. So that will save you trying to line it up and being all fiddly. So this will be the back here. So this is our crease, our seam here where it meets. So that's going to be the back of our box. So we want this side to be our last flap. So I'm going to fold in the side flaps first and then put some adhesive on the back flap. It doesn't have to be too strong, just making everything square. By strong I mean it doesn't have to be glued down really well, because it's just a Cadbury's cream egg and they're not too heavy. So let's put the last flap down, and there we go, there's our box. So now we just need to put our egg in, and then we can do our folding. So you put your 2 fingers there in the middle. So this is our front, so your 2 fingers in the middle, and then you press just like that, and as it's all creased it should go in the way you want it to. And then before you pinch it closed, just make sure everything's lined up here, and then you can pinch it. And there we have our box. So just double check that the sides are behaving as well and going right into the corners there, just to reinforce that. Now we can get our peg. Now these are just miniature ones. I'm sure you've seen them before in craft shops and places like that, in those big bags of 100. There we go, there's our peg on, and now we can get on with our stamping. I'm going to be using very vanilla cardstock. I've got all my stamps out here, and we're using Pool Party. So basically for these eggs, I almost said balloons, but for these eggs I've just stamped the images and then I've trimmed them out and I've cut that, I don't even know what that bit's called, but I've cut that bit off. The bit where you blow in it. I don't think it's actually got a name. If you actually know if that has a name, let me know down below. I'm interested now. Don't worry if it goes on a bit splotchy. It's a dye ink, so it will even out as it dries. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to cut them out. Normally I like to leave a border when I cut things out, but because I'm chopping that little bit off, I'm just going to cut it right around so that there's no edge around there. Okay, so I'm just trimming off the last one here. As you can see, I'm moving the paper and keeping the scissors in the same position. So I'm just chopping off that, whatever that thing is called. There we go. Now we're ready to stick these on. Just grab my tape runner. So that's the back. Always try and be conscious where the back is. You can use some Tombow for this as well. There we go, and I've taken the Happy Easter from the Circle of Spring. It's one of my favourite stamp sets. I've used this quite a lot already since I've got it, so it was definitely worth my money spending on that. Just grab a block. Use this giant one. Oh no, here it is. I couldn't find this one. Okay, so I'm going to be using Pool Party still. Okay, 1-inch circle punch. And just grab a sponge here, and I'm just going to sponge, if I can pick this up, just around the edges. It's been a long time since I did sponging, so yeah, I keep forgetting how messy it makes your fingers, but the effect is good, so that's alright. I don't mind getting messy if it's for a good reason. Let's stick this on with a dimensional. And what I'm going to carry on doing, hopefully for the photos, I'm going to make a few more of these in different colours, so there'll be a nice rainbow of milk egg boxes on display. So we just need to quickly make our ribbon here. Okay, these are quite easy to do if you don't have anything to tie it around. Just make your 2 loops just like that, and then you wrap them round, fold that one under and pull it through. So if you don't know how to do that, just do have a little bit of a practice and you'll get good at it. There we go. Where are my glue dots? Here they are. I'm making a bit of a mess on my desk now. So just take your bow and stick that on the glue dot. And then you can pop up your bow. I'm just going to pop that behind there like that, and that one's a bit long. Oh no, it's okay, I think that would do. Okay, so that was today's project. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to be making some more, like I said before, I'm going to make some more in different colours, and all the photos will be available on my website. If you need the dimensions, the link will be down below for everything there. So please do come along and visit me, and I'll see you again tomorrow.